Kia ora, you're watching NZOWN, a band who have been doing very well for themselves on radio around the country. You may have heard their song most recently, Fight For Me, Miscreant. Chris and Damo, welcome.
How's it going? Thanks for having us. How's it?
Good to have you here. Now, tell us about Fight For Me, because it's the latest single off the forthcoming album, Complicated Characters. What's it about?
Basically, I was sitting there thinking about all these people that sort of basically hurt each other and whatnot in the name of a higher power, which I always found rather contradictory. So I started thinking about it and basically penned Fight For Me, yeah. So I'll leave it at that. Don't like getting too far into it. Let people make up their own mind about it and whatnot. But yeah, you get the basic idea.
Because that is kind of alluded to perhaps with the cover art on the album.
It is.
Not the album, the single.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, there's a religious element to it. Like, just basically we're just trying to make people have a look at it as to, is there actually a justifiable reason to harm others in the name of a greater power, even though, whatever you've been taught previously, Basically have a think for yourself, and obviously it never really makes sense.
I suppose if you were to look at it, you could, perhaps see, governments around the world, in a similar light,
You could, yeah, definitely, yeah. I think any higher power, really, yeah, whether it be governments or religious or otherwise, yeah, definitely there is definitely similarities here, parallels, shall we say?
Yeah. I suppose it's when you dig a little bit deeper, people are very passionate, and perhaps it's through lack of other knowledge, it could be ignorance.
It is, yeah. People get so passionate that they almost get blinded by it a lot of the time, I feel, and even though you've got to ask yourself who's telling you that, who's teaching these people that they follow it so blindly, and it really, when you have a look at who it actually is, it's sort of, that's why, hence the song, really, it's stupid. Yeah, there's no reason for it.
It's good to see that you're actually going straight in there and going out with a really quite a full-on message, I suppose. But you're not mucking around.
Nah. Yeah, go straight forward as you do.
So the material for Complicated Characters, this is the album which is going to be out in a couple of months?
Yeah, a couple of months we're looking at. Yeah, should be getting pressed within the next month, and then we'll have a few chats to some distributors and get it out there.
Good. And how long have you guys been writing that for?
About 4 years.
Yeah, a good couple of years, though. We've spent a lot of time pre-production, working on the album. We wanted to make sure we did it right, so a lot of time, probably 6 months in the studio as well, doing all the recording. So.
Wow. Whereabouts did you record it?
Studio 203 with Andrew Buckton and Benny on engineer as well. Fantastic place, by the way. Yeah, really, really good creative atmosphere there, and a really, really nice guy, brilliant guy. Yeah, so it was a lot of fun.
So the album title, Complicated Characters, is that, would you say that's a sort of a fair description of who you guys are?
I think so, yeah. Individually we're all quite different, we always have been, and complicated is probably one of the descriptions among the many that we've had of ourselves, but I think that's also a track on the album which I loved. It's a big 5.5 minute epic with just thousands of bloody tracks and everything, and it's a really cool song, and I think it does the album justice to sort of title it after that.
Now, ballsy rock would be kind of one way I'd choose to describe your sound, but there are many people out there that are watching probably have not heard you before, have not heard of Miscreant. Like, how would you describe what it is that you guys do?
No, I suppose if grunge was mixed with funk, you'd probably get a pretty good idea of it. Yeah. We always tried to stretch ourselves, really, didn't we, and basically not make two songs that sound similar on the album. We wanted to keep within a similar vein. We wanted to keep people interested throughout the whole album, which I've always found is a good album.
Journey, isn't it, really? From a start to a finish, so, yeah.
Concept album.
Oh, not quite. I wouldn't go that far.
Putting words in your mouth.
Are we right as we fight in your name? This symphonic game with no one to blame. Every day there's a new way of dying, and worth dying in the name of you.
So all in all, are you happy with the finished product? Well, you know, what is soon to be the finished product for Complicated Characters?
Extremely happy with it. Yeah, I don't think we could have made a better album with where we're at the moment. It's been a hell of a journey, and it's great to kick back, and listen to the 14 tracks and go, that's fantastic. I mean, initially when we first listened to it, it's hard to believe that it's you, because it's, you know, great production and everything's fantastic, and you sort of kick back and go, shit, it doesn't even sound like it, you know.
So, you guys actually can go out and buy some of the material, can't you, from Amplify, is that right?
Yeah, you can, yeah. There's 4 tracks on there at the moment that you can go and purchase, and also have a look at the videos that are out on YouTube and whatnot, and Amplify as well at the moment, so yeah.
Amplify.co.nz.
That's the one, yeah.
And what tracks are available for purchase?
We've got Unfaithful, Riot, Fight For Me, and maybe just the 3. So and Hey Mister, of course, yeah, that's it.
So that'll leave you with like another 10 tracks on the album. Was it a 14 track album?
Yeah, 14 track, yeah, another 10 there, undiscovered.
And like, what's happening in sort of in, you know, the pipeline? Are you going to have a few gigs around the time of release, would you say?
Yeah, we will, definitely, yeah. I'm away in Europe for the next month, so everything's sort of on hold for the moment, but as soon as I get back, we're tucking straight back into it again, so yeah.
We've got a second music video that we're looking at working on as well, so that's sort of in the pipeline at the moment, so hopefully get that out there, then release the album, so should be some more stuff coming out very soon.
And also, if people want to hear the tracks a little bit more on the radio, they can do that by getting in touch with people like The Rock and The Edge.
Yep, all of the above, and I think there's 12 others throughout New Zealand that are playing them at the moment. But if you go to the MySpace / Miscreant Music, it's all there, and you can see who's playing what and where to request in your area.
Well, Chris and Damo from Miscreant, thank you so much for joining me today on NZOWN.
Pleasure.
And we're going to check out the video. It's called
Fight For Me.
Awesome. Watching NZOWN.